You should start now.
Are we still off air? Okay.
No, you're
Is off
online.
air.
You're
Oh,
live. You're
all
live.
right.
So you can start. So here we go. Officially, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, and welcome to episode 146 of the Wrasslecast. This is Ladies' Night Summer Edition. I'm joined by my co-host, Jade to the Max. Say hi, Jade.
Hi, Jade.
And I've also got What Sleep Though here with me. Hey, girl.
Hey, what's up,
All right.
guys?
She got her sexy voice on tonight.
I do have my sexy voice. And do you know why I have my sexy voice? I have
Why?
my sexy voice because we are being sponsored by AdamandEveToys.com. So if you're looking to spice things up in the bedroom, surprise your lover with an adult sex toy for Adam and Eve Toys. Now, listeners of the Wrasslecast show enjoy 50% off any one item at Adam and Eve Toys. You can use this for vibrators, sex toys, lingerie, lubes, lotions, condoms, and other little nasty things they got on their site. To receive this discount, you visit the official site of CSPN, which is cspn.us, then select on the Keep Our Podcast free link at the top of the page. You'll scroll down and click through to the Adam and Eve Toys banner at the bottom. Then you'll go shopping. As you check out, put in the promo code, and I really wish we could get a soundbite of Siege saying, "Oh, toy," but that'll just have to do. You put that in a checkout, it reduces any item's price by up to 50%. Remember, you got to click through the link at cspn.us to help keep our podcast free. Not just this podcast, but Good and Terrible Show, Bad Advice Show, Know the Score, Wrasslecast, Strong Style Edition. I don't think that's the name, but you know who I mean. All of us. You got to keep all of us free. So by all means, order Adam and Eve Toys through cspn.us. Thank you. That was
That was
good,
a good
right?
segue.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I
that was very
tried.
Mm-hmm.
It
professional.
was a setup, right? You liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, guys, things have gone on today, and today is actually the 20th anniversary of the forming of DX, also known as D-Generation X, also known as them Caucasian people be real bored at work and they just decided to have some ratchet ass fun.
Yes.
So, as far as my recollection goes, it started with Shawn V. Michaels and Triple H and our fave China.
Yes.
And it
Yeah.
extended to, Billy Gunn, aka Mr. Ass,
You're
Mm-hmm.
forgetting
Jesse James, and X Pac.
ravishing. You're forgetting ravishing
X
Rick
Pac.
Rude.
He was in the X?
Yeah, Rick
Wait a
Rude.
minute. What?
No, I don't recall that.
Yeah, he was one of the OGs. Like it was like towards the end of his career, he was kind of like the silent guy who showed up in a suit in the background of DX, like when they first came out.
Really?
Yeah, it was
I don't think
pretty.
they put him in the DVD that I had for Christmas that year.
They might not have, but he was for sure in it. Like
Oh,
that's
that
your
is so interesting. Yeah, no,
trick.
because I got it. I got the DX DVD for Christmas of like the video of when they invaded WCW.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit never gets old.
So like that invasion was
Mm-hmm.
in Norfolk where I lived. So I was
Oh, in
actually
Virginia, right, right.
yeah. So I was actually like up the street while that was happening, and I remember everybody was like, "You gotta go outside. There's a tank coming down the street," and like nobody knew what the hell was happening. And then until we saw it on TV later, and it was like, "Oh, that's what all that shit going on out in the street was."
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Jay, do you have any memories of the DXs?
Um, my favorite DX memory, probably when they invaded WCW or when they attempted to. They wouldn't open the door
Yeah,
to let them in.
yeah.
Where did they ride from? Like Norfolk to Richmond or
No, they were in Norfolk because that's where one of the military bases is. So they just basically came down the street in Norfolk. So I don't think they had to go that. They might have had to come from Hampton
okay. So I didn't think it was that
Oh,
far.
Norfolk.
that makes
Yeah.
sense.
But that was probably my favorite memory, right at the peak of the Monday Night Wars.
it was just like the nerve of you. Like, you're really gonna like bring this tank? Like, no, they're not gonna let you win. But
Yeah.
like, as a kid, you're like, oh my god, are they gonna use the tank? Like, are they gonna like?
Yeah. DX was
That was
dope
fun.
though because so many kids got in trouble for saying "suck it" at school
Suck
and
it.
like
Yes.
just doing all and like making
Yes.
the hand gesture and stuff. Like so
Yes.
many kids were in trouble.
It
That was,
was like the nasty version of the rocks. It doesn't matter. It was like, you don't
Yeah.
even watch wrestling. How do you know about this? Like,
So you guys remember? You guys remember the DX blackface that happened?
yeah, Nation of Domination.
Yeah.
That's on the DVD too.
Yeah. So I guess they had a table for three recently, and it was Farouk, the Godfather, who actually owns a strip club for real now,
Wow.
and
Living up to his name.
yeah, and Mark Henry. And they were like, "Yeah, we didn't see any black. We didn't think it was racist. We were fine with it. We know the underside of wrestling, and we know there's nothing behind that." And I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, I
Okay.
don't know,
Sure.
guys. Sure, we'll go ahead
Sure.
and say it's yeah. I don't know.
Mm.
I can't believe this man really owns a strip club. I'm looking this up now.
Almost like, of course you do. Of course you
Yeah,
do.
he does. It's called Cheetahs.
I've heard of
It's
cheetahs.
in Las Vegas. Oh, excuse me. It's a
Okay.
quote unquote gentleman's club.
And D'Lo Brown like works the door.
See,
D'Lo
No
Brown
way.
is one of his
that's too
bouncers.
much.
Stop it.
Yeah, I'm
That's
You
not.
say
that's
he's one of the
ridiculous.
investors?
No, I don't think. I don't know if D'Lo like did so well after wrestling.
But wasn't he like a CPA? Like,
He
maybe he
might.
does the books for the strip club.
I don't know. Maybe he does, but I saw the picture they showed on
He
the
is a
table
CPA.
for three. He gained a ton of weight
Oh
and
yes.
basically like in a suit opening the door. So I don't know if that's just the pose he was doing at the moment, but he looked like a doorman.
He is a
So
CPA.
yeah. So I hope he does the books
All
for
the
them. I
business.
hope that's what
Yeah,
he.
he should do the books. He
I
shouldn't
hope
just
so.
be a bodyguard.
Maybe he just so happened to be walking in as someone else was walking in. That's why he opened the door
Well, I mean,
and
he's
helped.
holding the door open for the Godfather. Like they're next to the door together.
Well,
So
Oh,
maybe that's just an
maybe
aesthetic.
it's his muscle.
Yeah.
it might be. I don't know.
Yeah,
I hope
let's go
that's
with
what that
that.
is.
Anything else would make me sad.
Yeah, it would be really sad. But I feel like he fell off like really hard after the whole who was Darren Drozdoff thing where he broke the
Oh, he
guy,
broke Darren's
paralyzed the
neck.
guy. Yeah, I don't know what he did
Oh,
after that. So
yeah. Oh,
who
poor
knows?
baby.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, do we have any other news? No.
Oh, well, weren't you?
Uh,
Didn't another one guy from the revival like get hurt too?
Yeah, one of the Caucasians. I don't.
I
I,
couldn't tell you which one is which, but
I
one of them,
I've been told by
was
production,
it Dash or Dawson? It was either one.
whichever one has the
whichever
beard
one,
is
the
what I
one
was
who
told.
wasn't
I
hurt.
think they both have beards.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, I don't know.
one
The
is
one you
one
won't
bald
see
and the other
next
one
week.
isn't.
It was probably the bald one.
It was the one that wasn't injured the last time.
Yes,
Oh, they
we are
just
Yeah.
so up on our
great.
wrestling, guys.
Scott Dawson. That's his name. That one.
Whichever one that one is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He
he has
ruptured
what, a
something.
torn
Oh, fractured jaw. He has a
a
fractured jaw.
jaw.
No, that was
Wait,
the one who that was the one guy already who was out for a while.
So
wait.
is it
Because he got kicked in the face or something.
Oh, so
This is
maybe this
another
is
guy.
something else.
Yeah, the
So,
other one.
oh, separated shoulder. No, that's Bailey. Oh yeah, Bailey
Oh,
separated her shoulder. That's news. Anyway,
yeah.
oh Lord.
um,
No,
Was
this
it
guy
Dash
hurt his
and
arm.
Dawson?
ruptured bicep tendon tear.
Yes.
That's awful.
Scott Dawson.
This is why I don't work out. That way I never get injured.
Hey,
It works for me. Do you know I've been gaining weight and every year my blood pressure gets better? It's the weirdest thing.
That's a little backwards, but
It's exceedingly backwards. And then I started thinking, you
it,
nurses don't know how to take the blood pressure correctly.
no, because they're medical assistants. They're not real nurses.
Yeah, that's probably true.
No offense to the medical assistants out there, but
No shade. No shade at all. But
no
yeah,
shade at
so
all.
that's your news for the week.
Oh
What?
wait, there's one more news. One
Oh,
more
tell
news.
me. Tell me.
Glow got renewed for a second season.
Oh, it did. I heard that. 10 episodes.
Yes,
I
I
and
haven't
still
I
seen
need
can't
to
any of
watch
wait.
the
that.
first season, but I'll get there.
As soon as I finish watching season 1.
Are there
As
any
long
like
as
WWE
Carlito
people?
got renewed too, I'm fine with it.
Is there
It better
anybody
be
we know like wrestling wise that's made appearances on that show?
Carlito.
That's it.
Carlito,
Well, I care.
Awesome Kong is one of the main characters. Awesome Kong, Johnny Mundo was on there.
No,
Uh,
really? He's
yeah,
handsome.
he was in like the first or second episode. He was the trainer,
Ooh.
the original trainer. Who else was on there?
So
Awesome.
none of have been up there. Like none of the current girls.
No, Awesome Kong's one of the main characters, and I don't know about any current other than those two because I've only gotten like halfway through the season.
You
But
would
I
yeah,
think
don't think so though, because I think we'd have known about it by now.
they'd want to
They
get like
won't.
Natasha or some other women that they don't ever put on television into the
I'm
TV show.
kind of shocked they didn't go get like a Gail Kim or like
Yeah,
somebody like that,
yeah,
like popular but not WWE popular.
yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah,
Brodus Clay was in there. Remember him? He was with. Wasn't he a part of the Funkadactyls?
yeah.
Yeah,
He was
he was
the
the guy that they came out and danced for.
Joey Ryan.
Nope,
He was on there,
don't know.
and yeah, that's all I
okay.
know off the top of my head.
Well, I will attempt to watch it at some point.
And
Just
somebody
saying.
named Alex Riley, who's from NXT, which y'all know I
I've
don't watch.
seen him before. I I think he's handsome. I don't remember.
Hulk Hogan's daughter was on there.
Oh, Brooke. Mm,
Hmm
they could have
Hmm.
kept that.
Was she actually wrestling on the show, or was she just making an appearance?
She like had a cameo, but she
Oh,
wasn't wrestling. Was
I
she
feel
trying
like
to have a wrestling career?
Oh,
that's a dumb cameo because unless you're like really, really into wrestling, you're not gonna know who the hell Brooke Hogan is. Like just off a looks, like you would have to see. Did they say her name? Because
I don't
otherwise,
know.
be like,
this is amazing. All of these wrestlers have like IMBD pages.
Did y'all know that Chavo Guerrero trained the actresses on the show?
I did.
hmm,
Chavo Guerrero Jr. Clarification.
Make that money. Who is? Ooh, hey.
Precast already. We're only
Listen, I'm
what 10
looking through this
episodes
cast like, how you? Hey, Mr. Monopoly, how you doing?
hmm.
You look like a snack. Anyway, I'm so sorry. We digress. This week's Raw was from a place, Toronto.
Toronto,
Yep.
Canada.
Canada. Yep. The Miz
Canada.
comes out. You know, do we want to do a deep review or do we want to just do highlights? I feel like we want highlights.
Yeah, we could do
I
highlights.
like
Cool. So it starts off with Miz TV. Bo
must
Dallas
see
is in the
TV. That is
ring. Bo Dallas is looking like an octoroon. Oh, it's amazing.
looking just like his brother.
Looking just like his biracial butterfly ass brother.
You still believe that theory that
You still
they're
don't?
biracial?
They're
Why?
clearly.
Because he got dreads.
They got a
White people
black
grow dreads
grandmother.
all the
But
time.
his dreads are
Nah,
really
he got a
struggling,
black.
so
Nah, he got a black grandmother. I
they're not
promise he
good.
does. I'm
Well,
not
we know
saying
he
he's.
been messing around with a sister, so
They always come back home. I'm not saying he's all white, all black. I ain't saying he's mostly black. I'm just saying back in the day, they'd have been real upset once he started having kids, and they'd have been like, "Sir, why the chocolate?"
y'all know who I think got some black in them?
Hmm.
Ty Dillinger.
For sure.
You
Yeah,
can't
Yeah.
look at that man and tell me somebody ain't a brother or a sister
yeah,
in his family.
Hold
yeah.
on, Ty.
Ty Dillinger, the
Good.
perfect 10.
I see it.
You do?
See?
Hmm.
Yes, I see it
You
all
know, I'm
in the
always
facial
down for a
structure.
new recruit, but oh, yeah,
Yeah, see?
yeah. He looked like one of them
Uh-huh.
people. Oh no, I'm Puerto Rican. Oh, you're black. Shut up.
Like,
Yeah.
nah, you a nigga.
Oh yeah, he's yes. Come on and be one of us. Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hmm
And they start talking to him in all kinds of Spanish. She black. That's good. Yeah. So the Miz calls out Jason Jordan, but instead Jason's daddy Kurt Angle comes out. He says Jason can't be on the Miz TV.
This storyline is so retarded.
But no, like every time I look at them, I'm like, I'm not sure this is actually a storyline. Like, I just don't
Didi,
understand.
give it 6 months and it'll fizzle out. And they'll be like, wait, Jason who? He had a daddy?
I know
They're
he
going to
ain't
just forget
nobody,
all about
but
it.
aesthetically,
Did you guys see the
face?
Kurt's real kids took with Jason? Where they had the shirts on that said like gold blooded and like they're playing it up. I like the storyline, but I would like it better if like Jason started using some of Kurt's moves. Like I need an ankle lock. I need some
act like your dad.
Like act like your daddy. And I know they tried to make his music sound something like Kurt's, but his music is trash. So they need to fix that.
There's a lot of trash music in WWE right now.
Everybody but who? Bobby Roode.
Bobby Nakamura.
And Nakamura. Everybody else's music is meh.
Well, I would say
his music is atrocious.
I'm not like no girl.
I like Enzo's music. I think his is good. He's kind of he's from that time period. But like Cass has the worst music.
Yeah.
That's because Cap is a Republican and he likes Donald Trump. That's why he has trash music.
That's so hurtful.
That might be. It is really hurtful.
I can't believe him. How dare he? It all makes sense though. Because who dates Carmella in real life? Trump supporters.
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, I liked Finn Balor's music for that, the first 2 times that he came out. Now I'm over it.
I like it when he's
doesn't
the demon.
work when it doesn't work when he's not the demon.
Yeah.
If
it's very demon centered, yeah.
Yeah.
But I do like spreading my arms and doing the thing. That's very fun.
Yeah.
Do you do it every time he comes out, Didi?
Every single time.
Do you sing along with Nakamura's music too?
I do. Yep. I do. And I sway and I do the arm movements. I can't bend my knees that bit good anymore, but oh yeah.
Okay, let's not knock Bayomi's music. We like her music. Even though it's very techy, EDM. We like the glow.
We like the glow.
It's good too now, and I like that they have lyrics in them now.
Yes.
I will say, like, Seth Rollins scared the shit out of me. Like when his music came on and they had the "Burn It Down," I didn't know what the hell that was, and so I thought somebody was doing a run-in. So I actually had to look up and see. And I was like, "Oh no, it's just they. It's just our Black Lives Matter friend." And so I was like, "Cool, I like him."
Aren't we so happy we can claim him now? That's so cool.
I am so happy.
Who,
and
Seth?
Yes.
Wait, what happened? I missed it. What did he do?
He's all about
Black anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, and you see that he tweeted at old girl from Game of Thrones, Daenerys's little assistant black friend.
Masande?
Yeah, he was like, she's straight fire. He's like, she's gorgeous.
What?
I'm like, that you like some black.
She is.
You're trying to get chose out here.
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
Masande is bae.
All right, Seth. I got a curl pattern just like that. Let me wear my hair out. Okay.
Get a good wash and go to get your man.
Exactly.
Yes. I'm not mad. Okay, back to this TV. We digress all over the place, but it's fine. Okay, so Angle says that Jason Jordan can't be here for Miz TV, but he does have a replacement guest for him. And Brock Lesnar's music hits. Speaking of music, I don't ever recognize his music. So everybody always pops, and I'm like, who's that? And like I have to wait for him to come out, and I'm like, oh.
I mean, Miz TV is must see TV. So Brock Lesnar being on there, it was great.
It really is. So Miz runs down Brock and his chances of coming out of SummerSlam as the champion. Paul fires back, leads to Brock beating down everybody. Miz and Bo and Curtis Axel. Good boy. He gives all 3 men some German suplexes in an F5. Next, the first match of the night. Go ahead.
Can we talk about how crazy it is that The Miz is actually the one responsible for getting other wrestlers over right now?
Like, yeah. He is the workhorse of the WWE.
Coral taught him well.
I've always liked him, but I think it's so dope that, Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas have long histories of being in the W. Like, they're family, like, they're generational. Yeah. And The Miz is the one responsible for helping to get them over right now. And that's hilarious. Like, no one would have ever thought that would be the case. but he has been like he's been a workhorse, never been hurt. Like he's can talk like crazy on the mic. Like he's been amazing.
Yeah, he's great.
I love him.
And I like the Miz.
Go way back to the to MTV days. Like that's I've always been like, yeah, I'm supporting that guy. Even when everybody hated him, I was like, y'all don't know. He got told.
I liked him when Coral liked him. At first, I was just like, you're
like,
too much for me. It's too Ohio for me right now.
But then once Coral got him together, and they became best friends, I was like, y'all don't realize like Mike's come from somewhere, and Mike had a journey, and now Mike's good. Mike,
it's amazing.
Speaking of the Miz, what happened to Ziggles? Where has he been?
He's on SmackDown.
Nobody
cares
right,
on
but
anything.
I mean,
he's on SmackDown, you know. Listen, maybe he took a vacation.
He
thinks he's a comedian. Maybe he went on tour. I don't.
He's a Trump supporter.
Never mind.
That's why he's not.
No, he's not. Is he?
Is he?
No, don't do that.
Oh, Ziggles.
You gotta keep me with somebody. Like, no, Ziggles.
It's time.
No.
Hey, you know, Trap Usos like don't like Trump. So
well, that at least
you got them.
Company.
Yeah,
and I feel like the Canadians don't like him either.
Oh no,
you know, no.
I know Kevin don't. I know Sammy don't, because Sammy is spicy white, so Sammy can't.
Well, Sammy really doesn't like him. Like Sammy has a whole program for Syrian refugees and stuff, so he does not like him.
So Sammy's good. Mojo's one of them spicy whites, so he should be good. Yeah, he's not Canadian, but still.
Is Mojo? I was gonna say, is he Canadian?
No, he's American, but he's still spicy white. And then who else is Canadian? Jericho, but I know
I don't think Jericho. Jericho's down with it. Like, no, I think Jericho's been around too long to be thinking that guy is someone that should be president. I don't think.
Yeah, like I can imagine him being a Republican, but not that kind of Republican.
Yeah,
y'all know Jericho was actually born in the States. I wonder if he voted.
Yeah, I did know that. Because what happens is when I like people, I Google them.
Yep.
I'm stalking.
You stalk them.
I do.
Is what you do.
I do. I'm gonna tell you offline who I've been stalking lately. It's amazing.
Okay.
It'd be real cute if it wasn't young as hell. But anyway. Seth Rollins fought Sheamus. Cesaro distracted Rollins, which led to Sheamus getting the win via roll-up. After the match, Seth goes after Cesaro, but the numbers catch up to him. Sheamus and Cesaro beat down Rollins, and the crowd cheers for Dean, but Dean did not come out to save him because Dean is an asshole.
Wait, that was a distraction finish, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Drink that drink.
New rules. It doesn't have to be a distraction finish
for you to drink.
A distraction. As long as there's a distraction at some point in the write-up, take a sip.
Well, that's 3 hours worth of Raw then. Yeah. It's a lot of alcohol.
So backstage, Seth asks why Dean can't get over it, and Dean says he just can't, man. He just can't. And he has
got to let that hurt go.
I know, right? He says he has a match versus Cesaro later, and he'll do it like he always does, and he'll just go it alone.
And be boring.
Dean Ambrose is so boring in the ring. He needs to just go away for like 6 months and then come back.
Like people always talk about how Roman has the same moves. It's like, dude, we all know that Dean is going to do that bounce off the ring, off the ropes, and come back and do like a clothesline. We know every move he's going to do.
And he doesn't switch it up. He does them in order. It's like putting the same play. It's like repeating a playlist and not even shuffling it up. You just the same playlist over and over and over and over. Same song back to back to back.
You should not have a bad match against Cesaro. And I don't think the match was bad, but I just think he's boring.
Yeah.
Like there's just nothing entertaining. The only good thing about it was the end when he decided to get over himself and like put his hand out. But I'm glad
that's later. That's later.
Well, he also married a boring person too, so it's two boring people.
And
could you imagine a gathering at their house?
She's lispy, and nobody told me that. And I started watching her, and I was like, she has a lisp.
I've never noticed it, and now I'm gonna be upset if I can't unhear it.
Oh, it's there, and it's not subtle.
Do y'all ever notice how and I said this to Don, now he like laughs about it all the time. Like when Seth Rollins walks, does his shoes look like they're too big? He's got that Herman Munster. Don't they look like they're too big when he walks? Just looks really weird.
Eat out when he walks. I don't know. I have to pay attention. I don't look at that.
See,
No,
if
now
his
you're gonna think
news
Herman Munster every time you see
had
him
his
walk
news,
down the ramp.
that'd have been like, well, maybe he just needs space, but he doesn't need space.
No,
So I don't know.
he got the
That-
Herman
He
Munster
walks like
one.
that.
Yeah, like his shoes are too big. Like he's trying to keep his boots on when he walks down the ramp.
Maybe they just didn't buy him new boots. They were like, here, take these. And he was like, cool.
They gave Roman's old boots.
Yeah, they were just like, they're a size 15. What do you wear? A 12? Good enough. Go for it.
Okay.
Okay, so next match was
Fashion
Jason.
cast.
I know. Next match was Jason Jordan versus what was supposed to be Curtis Axel, but he wasn't cleared after Brock Lesnar beat his ass. So it ends up being a local guy. Jason Jordan hit the pop-up neck breaker to get the victory. Next, Bayley comes out to talk about her injury. Like Jade said, she's out. She won't be able to participate in SummerSlam because of her separated shoulder.
She got booed.
She got what?
She got booed because she's boring.
Well, you know, it happens.
Boring
So
Bayley.
when asked who will win the three-way tonight, Bayley picks Sasha to win. The three-way tonight is Sasha versus Alicia versus Emma. So obvi, Sasha won.
So does that mean now that Bayley's out, that means Boss Bay heel turn is going to be prolonged?
She just cannot get her heel turn in. Like they just,
You know what I think needs
the
to happen?
fates don't want it.
I think it needs to be like now that Bayley has time to be like rehabbing or whatever, they need to rehash her character and she needs to come back as the heel. She needs to get mad at Sasha taking the chances that she gets, you know, or because she got hurt or Sasha always being there or something. Like she needs to turn on Sasha and like I think her hugger gimmick could actually work even more if she's like a sadistic type hugger. Like she beats your ass and then wants to give you a hug after
like
it.
I hug you and then I whip
yeah, because right now like she's just too like her booking has been terrible. She's so boring.
Because she's boring.
She can't talk on the mic. Even like her speech when she was talking about her injury, I was just like, girl, nobody cares. I need you to hurry on up. And
Girl, all she talks about is her hopes and dreams.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
And don't nobody care about them.
Yeah, and I'm like, why would they, like, that whole thing that she did in the ring should have been backstage. Why did she come out to the ring to talk about her? Like, no one cares. And I'm like, that could have just been something they did backstage. And then maybe, like, the booing wouldn't have been so bad for her if she would have been backstage and not had to come out to the ring for that. Like,
well, true enough, because if I spend 3 hours at Raw, I want matches, damn it. I don't want to hear Bayley talking no ring. Like, give me some shit.
Right.
But anyway, Sasha won the match, and she advances to the #1 contenders match next week on Raw. Braun Strowman has a promo with Renee on his match with Roman Reigns tonight, which will be a last man standing match. Enzo comes out, brings out Big Show. They make some jokes about Cass. Then the Good Brothers come out. The Good Brothers challenge Enzo and Big Cass. What had happened was Cass comes down and distracts the Big Show.
Drink. Do it.
The Gallows hits the Big Show with the big boot. That leads to the Good Brothers hitting the boot of doom onto Enzo. They get the win. Enzo dives out on Cass. They go to be fighting back and forth, and then Big Show lays out Cass with a KO punch.
That's because he voted for Trump. That's why he knocked him out.
That's exactly why. Because the Big Show is a Democrat. I refuse to believe otherwise.
No, I don't think. Yeah. Who else does not care about this Big Cass and Enzo situation?
Oh, like, I don't care.
I kind of cared at first, but then it's just like, okay, he beat you up. Now go to 205 Live and go prosper. Like, it's
exactly. The thing is, he probably won't prosper on 205 Live because he can't wrestle better than anybody who's on that show.
Well, he can't wrestle.
Can he wrestle? I've never actually seen Enzo wrestle. I always see him laid out.
He's not that good of a wrestler.
So can he actually? So he's just good on the mic.
So he needs to be somebody's
really good on the mic.
Yeah, he needs to basically be an agent or like a manager for somebody. He needs to be.
So what happened was they needed to write a storyline where Enzo got his ass beat. Oh, this is what should have happened. What happened with Cass, but we didn't find out it was Cass until like next year. And this whole time that Enzo was injured, it was like really bad and he couldn't wrestle. So he ends up accidentally and like by default being the valet. And then a whole year from now, video package because the police followed up, and then we find out that Cass did it. See, hire me.
That would have worked.
WWE. There
Like,
he is.
Hire me.
Like WWE messed up by not giving them the belts because they
yes, for sure.
And like people would have cared about them breaking up if they would have won some stuff together. And it
was like we still cared, but we don't 6 weeks care.
Yeah, because it's like I'm like, this is not, and it was just dumb. Like I don't understand why Corey Graves was a part of it. I just and like
his tattoos are nice.
That's pretty much it. I like his tattoos.
Yeah, I like his tattoos and a little swoop in his hair.
Yeah.
But it's just they dragged it out too long, and it was.
If he grows a beard, he'll be bae.
Yeah. Because I thought that they were gonna have him be more involved than what he was involved. I thought his involvement was kind of stupid. It was just.
It was like
y'all know WWE likes to crash and burn when they see a good thing on the horizon.
Yeah.
He's just a nosy hoe.
They should hire us.
Do this for drama.
They should just take a week and let the entire Wrasslecast family just write a week's worth of SmackDown and Raw.
They'll be like, you assholes, you don't know anything. The whole time everybody's like, never would have predicted it. Who knew? Okay, so anyway, Dean versus Cesaro. Ambrose gets the win with a roll-up after Sheamus tried to distract him. So afterwards, Cesaro and Sheamus beat Dean down, and Seth comes to his rescue. So finally, Dean's looking at Seth, and he's like, "Put her there, pal," and reaches his arm out. And Seth looks at it like, nah, and he walks away like, "Fuck your feelings."
He said, "Put her there, pal."
That's what it looked like to me. I don't know.
Did it look like Dean Ambrose was crying for a hot second? I was like, is he crying? I feel like he's tearing up.
He probably lost a little bit more of that hairline, got emotional. He needs to leave it off. Okay, next, Daivari versus Tozawa. Tozawa wins with the Atomic Senton Bomb. Daivari is a snack. I just thought I'd put that out there.
Yes, he is.
He eats a snack.
He's a snacky snack. I was looking at him like,
Is he not part of the what's Titus's brand?
No, he's not a part of
Tozawa.
Right.
Yeah.
Tozawa and who else? Apollo Crews, right?
Mm-hmm. Chocolate drops.
Yeah. Chocolate drop.
Okay, so the other three-way match for the number one contenders match for next week for the women's title is Nia versus Maki versus Dana Brooke. I'm sure you'll be shocked to hear that Nia pinned Dana after the big leg drop to win, and she will face Sasha next week for the chance to face Bliss at SummerSlam.
I kind of feel like it needs to be Nia who goes over. Only because I know she's not going to, but I know because Nia and Alexa they're supposed to be kind of friends behind the scenes, so, or at least even on the show too. So it'd be cool to see them. But it's not believable for Alexa to do any kind of damage to Nia.
Correct.
Because she's 2 feet tall and 100 pounds.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it'll be Sasha, unless that's when Bayley is able to come back or something. And then Bayley screws Sasha over, and then Nia wins, and then Bayley and Sasha have their thing.
If it happens, I want our check.
Mm-hmm.
Or alternately, front row seats at WrestleMania. We'll take those too. Thank you.
We need the hotel paid for too.
Yeah,
that would be nice. Ooh, I need to. Yeah.
And airfare. And meals.
I feel like I might can do myself. Get me a good Southwest deal. I'll be all right. Last time I went, it was only $270 something.
Well, why do that when you get WWE to pay for it?
You're right.
I'm trying to get done. I'm really mad.
Who am I?
Soda next year.
Exactly.
When people give you an inch, they take the mile. I don't want them.
You didn't want to take the mile. Take the mile.
No,
they can afford it.
If they're gonna offer
it, they can. And who better than us?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Wrasslecast.
You're right.
Ladies. The glow.
Ladies. Glow. Yes. Oh, we could have glow in the dark braids. What?
Like Naomi.
I would do that. I would. Ooh, I would do
that. That would be so cute. If there was like a bunch of black chicks at a wrestling event and we all had like glow in the dark braids for Naomi, that would
The
be
glow
me.
is here.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Goldust promo. He says he's searching for his next hero, or his villain, or his next leading lady. Backstage, Angle grants Big Cass a match with the Big Show at SummerSlam with the stipulation that Enzo will be suspended above the ring in a shark cage. Who did that? Who happened? What was that? That was Chris Jericho last year? Who was in the shark
Yeah,
cage
it was
last year?
Jericho and
It was
KO.
Jericho.
Why do I remember that? I don't remember
It was
any.
KO versus somebody with Jericho above the ring.
I think it was KO against
Was
AJ.
it? Okay, I was gonna say it wasn't Cena.
Because that's when KO and Chris were best friends. So they came
Yes.
up there so he couldn't interfere.
Yes.
Speaking of, how Chris Jericho just gonna come, make a cameo, and then disappear again?
You do what
Because
you
he's Chris
want when you're
Jericho.
popping.
No, he can't do that to us. I need him and the list and the scars and the light up jacket. I need it every week.
I don't know if we ever discussed why I'm confused as to how AJ hadn't already been on the list, but maybe this is a new list.
Maybe since he left for a little bit, he's like, I lost the old one.
You know, it's clean slate. Like, let's
Clean
start
slate.
over.
I love how people get so upset when he's like, "Do you know what happened?" And they get on the list. They legitimately look like
no.
scared.
Maybe the list puts you in like coach on the airplane or something.
I think my favorite list moment was when was it Tom Phillips? No, it wasn't Tom Phillips, but Chris Jericho thought it was Tom Phillips. The guy's like, "I'm not Tom Phillips," and he's like, "Do you know what happens to people who don't know their names?" He was like, "I'm not Tom Phillips," though. He's like, "Shut up, Tom Phillips." Oh, that was great.
Okay.
I missed.
Okay, last match of the night was Roman versus Braun. What happened? Okay.
First of all,
happened.
Roman technically won.
Roman absolutely won, and that's the bullshit because at the end, when Roman did whatever he did and hit Braun with the spear, they were at number 7 when he stood up.
And even though he was getting choked out, he was still on his feet.
And even though he got choked out, he was still on his feet, and that damn referee stopped counting. So if he was down and never got back up, and Roman magically got down after about 13 seconds, he still won.
Exactly.
But, you know, whatever.
Danny Mac on that BS.
Highlights include running down the ramp and spearing the fuck out of Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman using a chair as a baseball. and smacking the shit out.
I have one of those chairs and they are not light.
No, he threw it like it was nothing. And it's like, wait, how?
That's why they got wheels so you can roll them things. They're heavy as shit. And he just threw it like it was nothing.
He threw it like a damn frisbee. I was like, what are you doing?
Like, Jesus.
I was like, this is not okay.
Like, where was he at when I was moving 2 weeks ago?
Exactly.
But you were in the wrong business. But yeah. Man. So because of shenanigans, Braun Strowman won the last man standing match, and that's how your Raw ended for this week. Next week, so today, what am I saying? SmackDown. Yes, thank you.
Also from
Toronto. Cena comes out, he says words, I don't care about them, even though they reference Nakamura. Then Corbin comes out and interrupts Cena, which is like, look at you doing good in the world.
You like him?
No, but I like when he interrupts John Cena.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's doing great, Speedy. Like, yes.
But I did chuckle slightly when John Cena called Corbin a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Just a little. But I didn't want to laugh too much because I don't want to give Cena too much credit because he didn't even come up with that on his own. So
I know he saw it on a sign. So somebody
shout out to the sign holder.
Yeah. Shout out to the sign holder. So Corbin's like, it doesn't matter because I don't even need to beat you, John Cena. So he goes to the back. Daniel Bryan comes out, makes a match between John Cena and Baron Corbin for SummerSlam. First match of the night, the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Ty the Black Man Dillinger. The Usos win via submission. Ty taps out to the Tequila Sunrise. They're doing an in-ring promo when Big E appears on the stage and Xavier and Kofi attack the Usos from behind. Come on, heel tactics. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the little the different side of the. I like that they're back in their tracksuits now, like they were wearing when they first came out. So I'm like, ooh, are we gonna see? But they can't go heel because the Usos are like so good at being heel right now.
Yeah.
I don't want them to switch them.
It's just like a rough face, just like a yeah.
So we'll
I
see.
like this. I like this feud between these two teams.
It's
I
good,
like it.
and they have good matches.
Really
better.
I think because they're ethnic and they got a lot of flavor, so
I
it's
think
just
it's
not your
that.
typical.
It's
That's one of the things.
They're friends in real life, and they hang out all the time, so they probably crack each other all the time. So the rap battle, that's probably stuff they joke about behind the scenes.
Oh my gosh,
that
was
they just
so funny.
brought it to us in real life. But I think because they're such good friends, they're able to make it real or seem real to us.
Yeah, they have the chemistry of knowing somebody.
That rap battle better win a Slammy.
Yeah, or if they're not even doing it this year, I don't think. But yeah, I think the ethnic thing too, with them actually having a little bit of flavor and being able to deliver lines that would be funny to us, maybe not to everybody, but to us, I think helps too.
There's a Randy Orton promo. Again, nobody cares.
Boo.
Next is Fashion Peaks, Don's favorite part of the show.
Yes.
Fandango returns and says he has been given powers to see into the future. He says the next person who comes through the door was the one who kidnapped Tully. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking
is
Scully
it a
from
or something?
Sure, let's go with that. Arn Anderson walks in, revealing he was the one who stole Tully. Tune in next week for the rest.
Was Tully that? It was that horse, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you just said? Okay, my bad.
So I'm just gonna be honest. I've never watched Twin Peaks before.
Me either. It was
a lot of the stuff, it just goes over my head. I'm just like, I know it's funny. It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
What this show's about.
All I really know is it's about creepy Caucasian people.
Yeah, there's a lot of aliens.
It's like mysticism, aliens, a weirdness.
But all I know
if I had cable, I would watch it. But
yeah,
they did the
I'm
remake.
just happy for Fandango and Breeze because they're getting over without even having to be in the ring. They're doing something that I don't think any other superstars on the roster could do what they're doing right now and actually have people laughing at home and in the arenas. So good for them. But I just personally, I don't get it. I like them too, so I watch it every time, and I'm like, maybe I should watch Twin Peaks so I can understand what the hell's happening. But yeah. But
some of it is definitely over the heads of most people.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those. It's the jokes in a Disney movie. Some of them are made for the kids, and some of them are made for the adults.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, next is Lana versus Charlotte, and Lana has some moments where she looked like she was somebody, but she ain't nobody.
Her ring gear is so trash now.
Lana's?
It was trash. Yeah, it was trash before, but when they added the little shorts underneath because she was about to expose herself to the entire crowd, it looks terrible. She looks and then her weave is so bad. If you're gonna wear a ponytail, I need you to blend.
Yeah, them textures and them colors.
That seems to be a problem with all the women in WWE except for Naomi, of course. The blending is just blending is really bad.
I don't know.
But I watched SmackDown. I watched SmackDown and I completely missed this match. So was it that quick or?
It was
pretty quick. It wasn't. It wasn't that bad, but
it wasn't like a squash. But it definitely wasn't drawn out or anything. It was take your 4 minutes and go do that.
I definitely don't remember seeing either of them on SmackDown because I was wondering where's Charlotte?
She was around, being herself.
Lana ripped her pants off. Did you see that in the middle of the match? So when she did a flip, I guess she was trying to pull Charlotte down, and she pulled her shorts down, and you could see the guys behind the ring, their faces light up, and you could see Charlotte trying to pull her pants back up.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I'm sure she wasn't happy about that when she went backstage, but
Lana probably got her ass kicked for real then later.
I don't think they really like her for real. They said that she has heat backstage because she got so many title shots right out the gate. and a lot of the girls were not happy about it.
I mean, but it's
So
not like.
I mean,
Well,
I could
yeah.
see it if I was somebody like an Emma or an Alicia Fox or whoever else is on the roster who've been around forever.
Yeah.
And this girl comes and gets 3 title shots back to back to back.
Well, but that's not even her fault.
Oh, it's not her fault,
You
for
know,
sure.
so it's one of
That's
those things
Benny
where
Mac.
I can imagine being in the moment and being mad at her, but realistically, you got to talk to your people and be like, "What the fuck is this?"
You got to just. I think it's the whole situation. The same thing that happened with Eva. She just kind of came out of nowhere, and they saw this girl, and they're like, "Let's put her in the top." So it makes all these people who've been working really, really hard like, "What the hell? I'm not pretty enough, and that's why you're not giving me a push."
Right.
And I think that could be what. And if I don't know if you watch Total Divas, but she's a horrible personality. Like she is not.
She's a train wreck. She's so annoying.
She is
Oh my
like
God. I stopped watching it because of her. Like that was one of the main reasons. It was like I can't do Brie, Nikki, and Lana all in the same
yeah,
show. It's just too much stupidity and it's just too much caucasity going on
yeah. Lana was
in that show.
really bad. Like when she got mad at Renee because Renee and Naomi were like friends and getting along, and she wasn't the center of attention anymore, and she tried to come for Renee, and Naomi had to like take her out of the balcony because she was about to get into a fight with Renee because they were having fun without her. Like she was just a baby, and
Is that the one where she threatened to call the police?
yeah, and I'm like, this is the worst thing they could have ever did for her character is putting her on that show because I don't want to root for her now because she's just a terrible person on the TV show. So I'm like, I don't want you to do well. I want you to go away.
I remember when she was getting ready to get married and she was like being super dramatic and crying
Well,
at her bachelorette party because we're gonna be getting married. What?
I think when she was getting married and she went to Bulgaria or whatever, and then Rusev took her to this church and didn't tell her that the priest or whatever was going to like dunk her entire head in water and then cut her hair and then like do all this stuff. Like Rusev didn't tell her any of that. She had every right to be pissed about that, but the rest of the stuff she was just like super annoying and over the top. And I don't really care for her so much,
I
so
can't.
I don't like go.
They need to give Bayomi and Jimmy their own show.
Yes, they were the part, and that's why they keep bringing her back because she's hilarious. Like the 2 of them are just like the best part of the show, but all we see are the Bellas and John being a jerk to Nikki and.
Aren't you excited about this marriage that's never gonna happen? Like, oh my God.
Stress.
Nikki
Like,
ain't never getting married.
he's going to find every excuse in the book to not have this wedding, and I cannot wait to watch that's one of them. It's going to be amazing. I'm in this movie. I'm doing
Speaking
this.
of the Bellas, did you guys, when you watch SmackDown, did you hear JBL say that Daniel Bryan looks like a homeless lumberjack?
Yeah. And
it tickled me.
I can't spot the lie. Okay. So news that matters. Shane came out.
Hey, Silver Fox
wanted to set his role and tell everybody what his role would be as the guest ref in the U.S. title match. Owens comes out, never forgets because petty. And he's like, I trust you because it's not like you're going to like root for AJ because remember, AJ beat your ass and showed the video of AJ indeed beating Shane's ass and throwing him through the car window and all that good stuff. So then Owens and Styles do a push and shove. It leads to AJ hitting Shane with the Pele kick on accident, quote unquote. And he's just looking at Shane, like gets up and looks at AJ like, are you serious, my dude? Like, you gonna kick me? So yeah, next, Lana and Tamina are backstage exchanging words, and it leads to Tamina saying she wants Lana to help her get a title shot because Tamina's got the power, but Lana's got the beauty, and beauty is all that matters.
This is so. I don't like it. I don't. I mean,
it's 2 people with no personality as a team. I don't see where this is going.
See the Charlotte and Lana were like getting into it on Twitter about wrestling and stuff, and I guess Charlotte was like, yeah, I've got all this skill and stuff and I'm really, really good. And then Lana's comeback is is like, I'd rather be beautiful than be a good wrestler in the ring or something like that. And it's like, do you know what you do for a living? You are a wrestler, so you
Oh,
might.
Lana.
Like,
She is a blonde though, so just yeah.
I
She's
don't know
special.
what this whole thing is with Tamina. I hope there's a payoff for it. I don't like that they're framing it as Lana being this gorgeous girl and Tamina not. Because to me, Tamina's pretty to me,
I
and
think Tamina's gorgeous.
and I don't like that they're kind of framing her as this like ogre next to this pretty blonde girl
Well,
who
that's what they do to Naya every week. She's a monster. She's a beast, and I'm like,
yeah,
she's beautiful.
gorgeous. Yeah, I don't like that. So I hope
Naya does need a rethink on her little onesie though, but yes, Naya
her
Girl,
gorgeous.
that onesie drives me nuts.
She's
it's
talking about on Chris Jericho's show that she got the idea from Beyonce, and I'm like, Beyonce wears leotards, girl. What are you talking about?
no, I think, and you know what? She's not that big of a girl. I feel like that outfit makes her look bigger than what she actually
I
is.
think she's
Mhm.
bigger than we think she is
Maybe.
because they talked about her weight on on that podcast, and she was like, "Oh no, that's my real weight." She's like, "I'm a big girl,"
Yeah,
but
She's
that
beautiful though,
outfit
so ain't nothing wrong.
that outfit makes her look bigger
it
for
does.
It
sure,
does.
It
for sure,
It's not flattering.
at
no.
all. Like she would look thinner if she came out in a female version of Braun Strowman's outfit,
Now
like
that's
Wait, what, Didi?
long. Listen, long little pants and a little tank top. I know she can't really wrestle in that, but she would look smaller.
that's what Tamina wrestles in.
Yeah. Just
Oh
like
So
a
yeah, you're
top and
right.
some pants. Like she would look smaller than
I see what
having
you're
that like
saying.
fake illusion thing going on in her stomach that just makes her look
yeah,
like she's
I
hiding her stomach.
older a football player. Like I wish that they would just let her be like. There's so many dudes who find her gorgeous and women who find her gorgeous. Like let her be a beautiful ass like destroyer. Like she can be gorgeous, and
Hmm.
you don't gotta talk about how much bigger. Like just let her be a beautiful mammoth destroyer girl, like something. I don't know, but like I
Right.
don't like how they're.
Like the attack of the 50-foot woman, just like a big girl. Just
Yeah,
I don't know, but I
fat
like
girl, but just like that's a big girl. Like when you look at Braun Strowman, you're not like that's a fat guy. You're like that's a
that's a
big
big dude.
ass dude.
big. But back to Tamina, I don't like what they're doing with her. I hope that they go away from this. You need this gorgeous girl to get you a title shot because you're not pretty enough to get it for yourself. Like I don't like that at all.
Same.
Yeah,
You know what else I don't like?
What?
Carmella.
Carmella.
Uh, has she
I don't
got
like her either.
her nose is really weird, and I don't like it. It
I thought it
distracts
was
me.
just me.
Oh, her nose looks like it's been broken a couple times or
Well,
something. And like,
maybe it has. She's like an asshole from Staten Island. I'm sure somebody
remember? Do you
like
remember like the
she been in like professional like dance troops for like the
yeah.
basketball teams. I'm sure they get into arguments.
Yeah. Do you remember like the remake of the Brady Bunch movies where
Oh, when Marsha got
Marsha
hit
got
with
her nose broken? That's what her nose looks like in real life. And every
Oh
time I
wow.
see her, I'm just like, Carmella, Carmella, Carmella. It's just like,
Oh gosh. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so Carmella had a match with Naomi. Naomi's winning, of course, but then James Ellsworth comes from under the ring and distracts Naomi, which allows Carmella to hit the super kick and get the win. Directly after, Natty Boat confronts Carmella and Ellsworth in the back and warns them to stay away from her title match at SummerSlam. There's an interview with Nakamura. There's a match between Randy and Jinder.
boo.
Randy won, but Randy got attacked by Rusev on the ramp as the show ended. It
He
was
needs to
quite
go
amazing.
away.
He
Randy Orton,
does need to go away.
like Randy Orton's run since he came back from his marriage and his baby or whatever happened to him has been trash. Like he's
Yeah.
not entertaining at all. And maybe it's because I know he's a Trump supporter that I really can't stand him. That
I
might
mean,
be,
it doesn't help for sure. It
but he's
doesn't
been
help.
really boring.
And also, he's just okay. You win. You hit the RKO out of nowhere every
Yeah,
time.
great.
Shocker. Like it's not original anymore.
Because you know what, I'll say this: I might not like Cena, but he has good matches still. Like his really good
Mhm.
matches.
Mhm.
You can't, you don't get that with Randy. It's
Yeah,
like
and he's willing to like lose and be like, oh
he
yeah, you
puts
lost.
over other wrestlers, and it's like we know that Randy is a technically gifted wrestler and he's amazing, but it's like, what are you doing to better the people who are in the ring with you? Because none of your matches, and granted, Jinder's not that great of a wrestler either. Like, he's only got a couple of moves and stuff, and we know he's got the title because WWE.
How dare you talk about the modern day Maharaja like that?
I love him because I like that we got a brown guy with the belt. But we know he only has a title because WWE has just ventured into India and is trying to reach those millions of fans who are there.
They just ventured into China this week. So does that mean Nakamura's going to be the next champion?
Well,
I know he's not Chinese. I know he's Japanese, but no, I know, but
I would say that he might get the belt, and then Baron comes out and actually takes it from him because he's got the
Money in the Bank. Okay.
Yeah, Money in the Bank title.
That's what theory. Cool. Raise your hand if you watched NXT. Hands down.
I watched part of it.
What part did you watch?
I watched the part when
when they advertised SummerSlam,
when Bobby Roode came out with his security or whatever, and he was talking to Drew McIntyre, and then I put them on mute.
Drew McIntyre is very aesthetically pleasing, but then
he very much is.
He said he wants to be the John Cena of NXT.
That's so unfortunate. Why don't you just be the Drew McIntyre?
Strive to be higher.
Do better.
Why not?
Be better. Don't cheat on your wife.
Yeah.
I mean, allegedly,
Allegedly.
Don't divorce your wife.
Well, I'm glad 3-man band members back in the company.
Yeah.
That's good.
I like that. And what else did I watch? I feel like I watched...
well, there was a match between the Metro Brothers and Street Profits. Did you see
that? I watched that.
Okay. So you saw Montez Ford get the tag and hit the frog splash to get the win.
I did.
I don't know these names. I'm just telling you what's on the paper.
No, yeah, I like them.
Cool.
And I heard people saying like, "Oh, they're better. They're going to be better than the New Day." But I'm
let's not go that far.
No, and I feel like they're really, really good, but I think they might struggle on the main roster because their whole gimmick is very much geared towards us. It's like FUBU. It's for by us. And when you get on that main roster, you have to appeal to everybody. And there's a lot of people who are not going to get what they are doing because it's very urban. And there's a lot of people who don't get it. Whereas the New Day can do the urban thing, but then they can be black geeks and bring in like the comic book.
They're more universal.
They're way more universal. So they're both good in different ways. I think it's cool that we have, black people like actually doing really well in WWE and kind of like forging their own way and doing their and it's not like super gimmicky, where it just seems like a character, even though it is kind of gimmicky, but it's like we know guys who were like these two dudes. Everybody does.
Gotcha.
So I like it.
Cool. So when Bobby Roode and Drew McIntyre were in the ring, Roderick Strong came out and challenged Bobby Roode to a fight. He said, "You can have your fight with me, but you got to go beat Drew McIntyre first." So, be McIntyre versus Strong. And if Strong beats Drew McIntyre, then after TakeOver Brooklyn, he will get a title shot. So, next match, Oni Lorcan? Oni?
Sure.
Oney? O-N-E-Y.
How?
O-N-E-Y.
Oni
Lorcan versus Danny Burch.
We sure know a lot about wrestling. Right now.
We're so good at this, my God.
So good at this.
So good. Burch counters Lorcan's Boston Crab into a jackknife cradle, and Danny Burch gets the win. There's no distractions. What is this? Okay, next. Cien Almas versus
NXT. It's Triple H's program.
Cien Almas versus No Way Jose. Come on, Ethnics. Cien Almas gets the win by way of the hammerlock DDT. After the match, Zelina Vega, also known as Thea Trinidad, calls out Johnny Gargano for Brooklyn TakeOver. Now, I believe Thea Trinidad is Austin Aries' fiance and her wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I know things. Boom.
We know personal life stuff.
We know the gossip. So, yeah, that's how NXT ends, I should say. Raise your hand if you saw Lucha Underground. No?
Negativo.
Same. I was too busy at karaoke.
I was working.
Oh, look at you. I didn't like it. No shade.
Love it.
No shade.
I like Lucha Underground the shiznit.
Okay.
I've been down with Lucha Underground since day one ish.
Lucha is lit.
Hey.
And it's only an hour.
It is.
So it's
It
beautiful.
is.
And is
So quick.
it is. I love the
It's
storyline.
great. Only problem is it goes so quick and they don't have replays, so you'd be like, wait, what?
You
Yeah, so it's
what
like
just happened?
rewind it. I just be like, what? Huh? What?
Yes, I love
Anyway,
Lucha Underground.
so quick overview.
It's a really great product.
It is. First match was Rabbit Tribe. I don't know who that is though. Versus Taya, PJ.
Girl, you don't know about the Rabbit Trap?
No, girl. Who them people?
Where'd she go? We lost her.
That's okay. She'll come tell me who they were eventually.
The
Yeah.
best stuff.
The
Oh,
what?
you, Jade.
I'm back.
Oh, are you though?
I don't know.
Mm.
Uh-oh, Jade.
Okay, tell me who the Rabbit Tribe is again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. They're only one show underground. They're very exciting to watch though too.
Oh.
Ring and do cool stuff and
Do they legit
yeah.
hop around the ring?
Hence the reason they beat Underground on Wednesday.
Oh, interesting. So the point of the match is that the winners will earn Gift of the Gods medallions. Paul London hit the shooting star press on Ricky Manda. So Paul London is a part of the Rabbit Tribe.
He is.
And he got the win.
Fought Mil Muertes in the first round of the Cueto Cup.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't good enough. He had on the all white.
Yes, that sounds familiar. Yes. So next, Benji the agent and Johnny Mundo are telling the other members of the Worldwide Underground to step it up after losing to the Rabbit Tribe because Taya, PJ, and
Said it just like that, Didi.
Yeah, that's right. Next, Mil
Step it up.
Muertes versus Jeremiah Crane. Jeremiah comes off the middle turnbuckle but gets caught in the flatliner, and Muertes gets the win. You gotta say it like you're Melissa Santos, though.
Trina do the afterward.
I don't know. It's not in the notes. Hold on. Katrina comes up later. Hold on. So, FBI agents show up to Cueto's office and tell Cueto he is Councilman Delgado's replacement. The thing you have to understand about I haven't watched before is there's wrestling, but there's a whole telenovela going on, like interspersed.
Exactly.
So you gotta keep it going. It's deep. It's real. It's amazing.
I like
so,
that accent, Didi. Say to
Gracias. I'm from Nuevo Mexico, so I can like fake it a little bit, just a little bit. This Dominican lady told me my accent was bomb, though. I was like, oh, see? I was like, gracias. Yes. Okay, so next match was Tejano versus Pentagon Dark. Famous B tries to listen. I'm gonna do it. You know how like Jada does on like the little everyday Italian show. She'd be like spaghetti. Yeah, He'd be like, bitch, spaghetti. She'd be like, mozzarella. Like, girl, go on somewhere. It's fun, so I get why she does it. Famous B tries to help Tejano by slipping him a horseshoe, but Pentagon Dark gets the horseshoe instead and knocks out Tejano to get the win. Famous B begs Pentagon Dark not to break Tejano's arm. Instead, Pentagon breaks the arms of Famous B and Brenda. What Brenda do? That's fucked up. Brenda had nothing to do with this. So then, at the end, Katrina
B for himself, and he got his arm broken.
And got Brenda's arm broken. Brenda didn't have nothing to do with anything.
Brenda too. They just trying to build up their team, man.
Respectful. Katrina comes to see the police captain Vasquez. The two ladies have a convo about the gods coming back and what that means for everybody. The captain says he wants the gauntlet, Cage's Nintendo Power Glove, and Mil Mortis is the only one who can get it from him The officer agrees to give Katrina her half of the medallion if Mil Muertes can accomplish the task.
This is still
Katrina,
wrestling?
hold on.
Yeah.
Here's the kicker. Katrina
Yes,
also
girl.
reveals, are you ready?
She
That
pregnant.
police
Ready.
captain Vasquez is her mother.
Oh,
Dun,
wow. Dun,
dun,
dun, dun.
mind
See,
blown.
This is wrestling. I need to watch this more often because I have no idea.
Listen, when I first heard of it, if you ever remember, there was a show on Saturday mornings where they did like martial arts, and it was like a real life Street Fighter or like Mortal Kombat. And in between them like fighting, they would win awards. And it was like, oh, that's cute. And then there were always like interstitials about the drama going on in the club. And I was like, this is that, but for like adults. And they were like, yeah, that's exactly what this is.
I
Wow.
love Lucha Underground. I love it. It's great.
It's good fun. You have to
If
know that it's wrestling, but it's like lucha. I will jump from 20 feet in the air. I'm not waiting for a pay per view. I'm going to just do it on a random Wednesday.
I remember the first time I saw Lucha Underground, it was so random. I was flipping through the channels and it was on Telemundo. And I'm like, this is like 4 years ago. It was great. It was in all Spanish, had no clue what they were saying. Sexy Star was on there. And
What
I'm
is
like,
a
this
sexy star?
chick, what is a sexy star? I'm like, this chick is fighting with the dude.
Yeah.
This is, and I've been hooked ever since.
Yeah, there was one episode, my favorite episode, where there was like a gauntlet where this one man fought four women, and he like was taking an ass on a whooping but winning until the fourth girl who like shut his shit all the way down.
Was it Sexy Star?
It was not.
What's
She
the
was
Sexy Star?
Asian.
No. No, it's great. It's great. And they got some hotties
I
in
might
there
have
too.
to
So.
like.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You're missing out.
I am. When does it come on? Is it on Wednesdays?
Wednesday nights on the
Wednesday.
El Rey Network.
Okay.
Which is a very random network, yes.
Yeah, so just ask Don.
But the good thing is it comes on at 9 and 8 o'clock. So like if you can't make the 8, you can watch it at the 9. And
You
it's
can see
like,
the next
okay.
one. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really great. I like the way they build the stories, and it's a true
everything's
build
connected.
up. Like everything connects. It makes sense. And they have live mariachi bands too
They
sometimes.
do. And because it's like not live, they made the storyline way before we saw it. So there's none of that like raw bullshit where it's like, wait, that's not what we did. What?
Okay.
And y'all just did
Like
this on the
if
fly.
you're confused, it's because they made it be confusing for you. Not like if you're confused at Ross because they just forgot the plot.
Okay.
Like that Jason Jordan Kurt Angle plot, it will be forgotten soon.
Yes.
Remember how they forgot how Triple H and Stephanie were married during the Attitude Era, and then all of a sudden they popped up married again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Married and divorced, and now all of a sudden they're married again. Yeah. So.
Must be
So
nice.
yes. Yeah.
Whew, well, all right. So I did watch partially what's that thing called? Impact. I don't really have anything for
That
you.
still comes on.
Oh, of course it does. They got sold to Jeff Jarrett's company, so nothing.
But wasn't he like one of the original owners of it though?
Yeah, probably. I don't know what these people got going
See,
on.
I'm confused with their storyline too. I don't even know what's going on. This is real life.
I missed the gist of it, but the main event was a guy I don't know. What's his name? Sanjay Dutt and
No clue.
Alberto Del Rio, or El Patron as he's known over there,
Wait.
versus
the pig spinner.
versus Bobby Lashley, Low Key, and another guy I don't know. And the heel team ends up being Bobby Lashley and them, and they won. So that happened.
Wait, so when Jeff Jarrett bought it, they changed the name of it and they added.
It was always Impact. what happened was
Oh,
it was
it was
TNA,
TNA Impact, and
but
now it's what,
but
GFW
they just
Impact?
kept calling it Impact. Like for the longest time, they didn't call it TNA; they just called it Impact. But like
Okay.
we all knew it was TNA. And then when he bought it, I think they did some like competitions to like what do you call it when you the titles
Mm-hmm.
enter whatever the fuck the word is. I'm sorry. I can't think of it, but to consolidate the titles. So they did all that to consolidate like the women's title over there and the one at TNA. They did all that. And
Okay.
then it's still Impact, it's just green. And it
Okay.
does say GFW like at the top of the thing.
So I like fell out of wrestling when like TNA first came on. Is
Mm-hmm.
TNA supposed to be like a play on tits and ass?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if it was on purpose, but eventually they just went with it.
Okay.
It's called Total
Creative.
Nonstop Action, but it's like
Yeah.
you know what the letters are. You know what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Didn't what's his name just leave there? Cody Rhodes and his wife. Didn't they just
I
leave
think Cody
TNA?
left and not his wife.
Okay, I have to ask
Or
a
his
question.
wife left
I
and
think they
Cody.
both left.
No,
They
she
No,
left.
Cody was on
They're
Ring
on
of
Ring of Honor.
Honor.
Yeah, they're on
they're
Ring of
both on
Who's
Honor.
that?
Ring of Honor now.
Oh,
She
okay.
left somewhere because they wouldn't work with her schedule because she just booked some television show or something. So she's only on Ring of Honor now.
Oh.
What do y'all think about her? She's for some reason like I used to really like her,
I don't think
but
about her at all.
she's kind of like
Yeah.
rubbing me the wrong way ever since she's left WWE.
Why?
Like
You
I
think she's become more of a diva?
she's become yeah, and I don't know. It's like this whole like they wouldn't let me carry the Rhodes name, and I'm a true Rhodes, and
Oh, girl.
like all of that, and I'm just like, oh, and like she wrestled the other day in polka dots, and I'm like,
She's wrestling.
yeah, and that's what she's always like, I wouldn't, they couldn't let me wrestle in the other company, and now I'm a true wrestler, and I'm a real Rhodes, and this is my family, and I'm like, yeah,
Oh,
I
she
get
doing the
it,
most.
but you're doing the most. Like, I need you to chill,
Like
like,
he was
and
your father-in-law, not your
law
father.
exactly,
Calm
and I'm like,
down.
she's like, I fought so hard to use the Rhodes last name because WWE wouldn't let her use Rhodes. She's like, I'm a Rhodes, not a Styles, and it's just like, girl,
No, she's a Runnels by Mary.
yeah.
Right. Like that's not even their real name.
Yeah,
She doing
so
too much.
she's doing too much, and it just comes across really cocky. And then like also she's always been one of those girls who like when she posts a picture of her outfit on IG, she'll like tell you where to go get everything, and then I just see some of her outfits, and I'm like, you really don't need to tell anybody where to get it. I just post your picture and
We
go.
cool.
Yeah, we're good. Like, and I used to really like her, but because I was like, cool, Cody's dating a black chick. That's cool. Like, I like that.
They
But
always come back home.
yeah, but she's annoying.
Mhm.
Cody's
Didi
kind of
still
annoying too.
thinks that Dusty Rhodes got some brother in him.
Yeah.
Dusty
Well,
Black.
Cody is Cuban. He's half Cuban.
Oh, so he's
All
half
right,
Cuban
well,
quarter
there it
black.
is.
Interesting.
We
Yeah,
found it.
because his mom is Cuban, if I remember correctly.
He black.
So.
That's all I know.
He wears cowboy boots with jeans. I don't know if we want to claim that.
Listen, I'm just saying, there are all kinds of black folk, you know.
Yeah.
Let's not pigeonhole. Some of them wear cowboy boots. You saw Beyonce and Daddy Rules or whatever that shit's called.
And what?
Lessons, Daddy Lessons. That's what it's called.
I mean,
I
but
don't
that
know
was a
what that is.
song. That wasn't like every day. He literally wears
Yeah, she be at the Yeehaw. She from Houston.
At the Yeehaw.
I do want to learn how to do little line dance though. That'd be fun.
Hey,
uh,
have you ever been? It's so much fun.
I feel like it's
But
fun.
you have to go, like, you have to go for real in a southern, like in the South. You can't just be like in
Wait,
New
but I don't
York
want to
and be like, let's go to a
die.
country
Like
western bar.
I don't want to
No,
die, Jade. I just want to.
because I'm still alive to tell the story.
I mean, you know, I hang with
Because when I was in college, we had it's a country bar. It was called Cotton Eye Joe's. How it doesn't get any countrier than that.
you.
oh god. I
And I
remember like
mean,
line dancing used to be so popular like in the early 90s when
Mm-hmm.
Boot Scoot and Boogie came out and
Yes.
Achy Breaky Heart.
Yes, achy breaky line dance. I
it's
recall.
fun.
Yeah,
Because it's just like black folk line dance, just faster.
They used to make us do line dancing in PE class. That was like our workout for the day was line
Part of the
dancing. And I
curriculum.
was like,
Yeah, these kids take Zumba now.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Zumba for your gym class. I
I
took
never had line dancing in high school.
No, I had square dancing though. That was part of gym.
Oh God.
Do
So
promenade. Yeah.
that is so lazy. We're
Listen,
gonna line dance because the teacher likes to music.
we don't have the budget for all these things, okay? What do you want us to do? Play badminton? We
What do you
don't.
want to make you actually sweat? No, we're gonna just give you some country music and have
Listen,
you.
if you do it long enough, you'll sweat. It's cardio.
Oh, yeah.
It all adds up. You know they didn't have no air conditioning, so you know it. Okay. Anything else in the world of wrestling that we want to talk about? Anybody else we want to shade?
Um,
Um, I think I'm ready for Paige to come back. I hope she got some new moves.
you mean
Oh
like
Lord.
Hey, what
She
happened
needs a new boyfriend. She don't need no new boobs.
needs to run away from her boyfriend? That's
She needs to not have a boyfriend at all. That's what she asked. Yeah, right.
she needs to be alone. Like
That's
she's one.
exactly
Oh,
what
they
needs
got
to
back
happen.
together.
She needs to spend a smooth 6 months alone.
I
She
thought they
can't.
broke up.
No, they're still together.
Oh
They
God.
might have like broke up like for a day.
Just did a podcast together where they were like, all the stuff that happened is not true, and yeah, he's got a hold on that girl. Them drugs are strong.
Still
So
married?
Yeah, he married.
yeah, he's still married.
Oh God.
Married.
That is
Play
so
married.
sad.
Yeah, Paige is they're play married, but he's legit married to a real wife.
My husband. I'd have been like, you mean my husband, girl?
Yeah, where
My husband.
Wait, is Summer Rae? Is she still in the WWE or is she done?
she is,
Allegedly.
but
Done.
she got hurt a while ago. But I thought she got
It's been
cleared.
a year.
Again, I ask, how do you get hurt if you don't wrestle?
Yeah,
Exactly. It's been a
All I want
whole
to
year.
all I want to know.
I don't know where she
And
would even
she
fit
she
in.
did the Marine Four. She wasn't that hurt.
Yeah, I don't know where she would even fit in the landscape right now. Like, because
Put her
Alicia
on
Fox is kind of there,
SmackDown.
but
Put
even on
Foxy right.
SmackDown, there's girls that you don't ever see on SmackDown either. So
I was surprised to see Mickey James this past week on
yeah,
Raw.
exactly. I forgot
See,
she
because
was
the
on the
problem
roster.
is they only worry about the women's division in relation to the title.
Yeah.
So if there's no reason to just have a match because they don't create a reason to just have a
Right.
match.
Yeah.
God forbid you have two storylines. Like God forbid Dana just really don't fuck with Mickey and they can fight. Like nothing.
Yeah.
Like there's
It's
not.
a
There's
they
nothing.
just had this, tournament and stuff, and we're not seeing anything from that. Like there's no carryover onto the show with any of the stuff that happened in that tournament. And
Mhm.
they have so many women and so like, who can actually go. Why don't they create a women's tag team championship? Like
That's
why
all
can't
I've been
they
asking
do
for years.
like
Been
there's
asking
enough
for a
to do
minute.
that. And
All
then
they need is a women's tag.
yeah, and then
Once
they
you have that, everybody got a reason to fight.
yeah, everybody's getting paid, everybody's got money, and then some of these like relationships make sense. It makes sense for Tamina and Lana to team up because
Right.
tag team, it makes sense for that, and then they can go after the belt or whatever. But like they waste so many opportunities. It's so dumb that you have all these women fighting after one belt on each show, where the men
Yep.
have three or whatever on each. Like it's stupid. I don't
Correct.
understand why they don't do
Agreed.
that.
I completely agree. I could not agree more.
Yeah,
Agreed.
there's no reason they can't have more belts in the women's division. I'm glad they at least split up the belts for each show, so they weren't all wrestling for one show, one belt. But they got to do more because I'm tired of seeing the same people fight for the belt every single pay-per-view. It's
Hmm.
just
Is the Mae Young Classic over?
I think so.
I think they filmed it, but it's not been shown yet.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I think. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. I have I'll
Interesting.
be honest, I haven't even had a chance to like sit down and watch any of it that has aired. Um, so I probably should watch that, but I was hoping that eventually we'd see some of those women actually end up in NXT or end up on the main roster so they can spread around. But yeah,
I'm not going to expand it.
yeah,
Then what does it even matter?
point because they totally messed up the cruiserweight stuff. Like, because nobody cares about 205 Live, and it's just because they messed
See
it up.
those on Raw next
My thing is like, why are they wrestling on Raw? They have their
when they
own.
have their
Like, why are we wasting?
own.
Like, that could be a women's match. Like, what are we doing? That could be anybody. It could be anyone else. Why are they taking up? I mean, I'm like, I know it's because that it's a 3-hour show and they need to fill time, but you got like 6 women who are doing nothing backstage. You got like
But still
wrestlers.
got to show to
Yeah,
work
yeah. Or you got guys who are on the roster that we forget. Like,
and get paid.
yeah, where the
Yeah.
hell is Heath at? Like, we haven't seen Heath in forever. Like, where are these guys at? Like, what are they doing? And that's why they're just sitting backstage. I'm like, you got these guys on your roster and you're not using them. That's a perfect opportunity. Like,
Sitting back eating chicken.
yeah, like Ty Dillinger should not be not wrestling on Raw. He's there. He's a good wrestler. Why is he having to team
Because
up with?
he needs to be on TV every week.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's just annoying.
Every week.
Yeah, I don't like his hair. I like this. I like the cuts. I don't like the long stuff on top. I need him to cut
I don't
that.
know what's going on in the back. The ponytail and
Yeah, that needs to go. The ponytail needs to go. The cuts on the side I like that, but like the ponytail looks stringy and greasy, and I don't like it. And he should get rid of that.
Come on, Fashion Cat.
I don't know what to call. It's on the side. It looks like Fashion Cash, Creep Cast.
Yeah, he's still fine
Didi,
though.
you had never seen him? He is.
I've
Didi,
seen
you
him,
hadn't
but I haven't
seen
like
him before
seen
today?
him.
Seen him.
Like, I haven't seen him, but I just okay. Like, cause whenever they do the count out, everybody does 10, 10. I'm like, what is this dumb shit? And so, Don showed me a picture of him, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. But I didn't get it from like a creep cast point of view.
Yep,
He's
brother. Oh, he's what?
He's better in motion, like when he's moving.
In motion, yeah.
Yeah, he's a yeah. I just want to. I guess we've already talked about him, but I really do need to. It's not Creepcast, but like I have a strong affinity for Seth Rollins. All of a sudden, like he was never.
It's them too big
shield.
Shoes. Like what's that?
But
the world will never know.
Girl, I am like all about Seth Rollins right now. Like he has gotten like
CrossFit Jesus.
Yes. He has gotten so fine. I don't know what happened.
He got rid of that white hair.
I think that might be it. And he grew
all black everything, grew in the beard.
Yeah, it looks good. His hair is like luxurious now. It's not off. Like it's got like the right amount of curl. Like it's perfect. And he's
I tell you start hanging with the New Day.
I'm saying
the Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Get rid of Third Reich Barbie. And
yeah, he's real tight with the New Day.
Yeah.
He's real close with the New Day.
Barbie.
He's everything right now. I'm like, I need to make a trip to Iowa.
Like I don't think they go them like that in Iowa.
He always comes through with the one-liners though.
Yeah. He's I'm I'm not that far from Iowa, so I could just take a quick little trip down there and but I'm like he's probably the only one because he's half Armenian, right? I think he is.
Yeah, but that's his biological daddy who he doesn't know. It's his stepfather, Mexican guy.
Yeah.
That's his daddy.
Okay. We can have little half black, quarter white,
Armenian
babies. Maybe something.
All of the above.
But I'm all for it. Let's
have a spicy white children. Yes.
Yep. I'm here for it. Let's go.
Spicy white. It sounds like chicken.
This little chicken wing of a baby. That's
it sounds like what sleep don't order at Popeye.
Piece of spicy white. Oh my goodness. All right, you guys, are we ready for shout outs?
Yes.
Sure.
All right, what's sleep though? You go first.
Shout out to Seth Rollins and the beard and the hair and our future spicy white children. I love it.
I love it.
And and shout out to y'all for letting me come on my first ladies' night for Wrasslecast. So that was fun.
Crazy. I could have sworn you had been on one before.
I haven't, but thanks for inviting me and waiting for me to go get my Taco Bell, which I'm not sick from. So praise for that. Not being sick from my food. So that's
Good
all.
luck.
Yeah, for now.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Okay.
My turn?
Yes.
All right. My shout outs just to What Sleep Though and Dee Dee and Don and Classic.
Oh no.
Was Wrasslecast Pete, our SmackDown Matters and Rawcast family.
Perfect.
And Ty Dillinger.
All right. And
Heck
Ty
yeah.
Dillinger.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
we can go on a double date. You can have Ty.
Oh,
Isn't he
okay.
married? Aren't they all married? Like what?
Seth ain't.
Seth ain't. No, Seth is not married. Correct.
I've just
He
seen
is not.
Ty tweet about his dog. I don't think Ty has a wife.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Cesaro.
There you go.
Yes,
He's
we could really double date then, because he and Seth are best friends.
We do table for 4. We do a whole episode.
Yes.
Wow. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna give a shout out to you, Jade, and you, V, at What Sleep. So I have enjoyed myself immensely. Shout out to Don holding it down in the production booth. Shout out to Sam, Classic, Greg, everybody at the CSPN. Turtle, he got me drunk, and now I don't have my headphones because I was drunk and I left them at his house. But he made me drunken ass pina colada. Do you know how many pina coladas you got to drink to be drunk?
Ooh, I would have been sick. That does not sound.
Oh, I got sick eventually. It took.
Hey, did y'all ever see? Y'all watched A Different World, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remember that episode where Ron made the pina coladas with Jaleesa's breast milk? Colada.
That's a mess.
Oh my god.
I can just imagine drinking one and be like, But anyway, yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the pina colada. Shout out to my job, because everything is awesome now. Shout out to my job.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'll talk about it later. Just know that sometimes God answers prayers. He may not come when you want him. He will be there. He is an on-time God. Yes, he is. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody who prayed for me, because I needed it. And the prayers came true. Won't he will? Yes. Okay. And then
he will.
And then yeah, I think that's it.
Ty ain't got no wife, y'all.
Woo is lit. Yes.
Back on. Follow Ty.
All right, then I can take Cesaro. This works out for everybody.
Yay.
Group date. Group outing.
Yes.
All right, so if that's all, then that's it for episode 146, Ladies Night Summer Edition. Good night.
Bye.